Happy Friday night, everybody. Let's just be happy we all made it through this week. There are events transpiring worldwide that not only threatens people's lives, but also threaten the Nitro market. And both of those events are quite terrible and something I cannot support. Well, came home from work today and I got to thinking, what will I do the Friday night NitroGang live stream on? And of course, everybody knows I have a lot of projects. Some of them are under the table, but none of them are ever off the table. You understand what I'm saying? Although some of them are surely in the fridge. So let me say hello to everyone that is here. Then I will give you guys a quick introduction and we will continue with this rare vintage buggy. Today, a lot of things are going to get done. And in fact, the screwdriver I need isn't even here for when I need it. That's because this thing uses Novarossi screws, and it's going to get extra sickening if this engine is a no-runner, which I sure hope it is. Let me say hello to my buddy. We got RC Adventures, Big Boys Toys in the house. We got Benjamin Martinez, Blake, Joey's Ace RC, Australianos RC. How you guys all doing? Now, this is a 1996 Mugen buggy. Arguably one of the most collectible, one of the most innovative from this generation. Now, yes, you're probably looking at it and you're like, man, this is just another buggy. The thing is, that's fine. Just another buggy, as long as it's a Nitro, I'm totally okay with that. Because it's not another Mini from Traxxas. Okay? If this was another Mini from Traxxas, I would not be fine with that. Blake, how you doing? Happy to see you here. I'm going to remove the cover in a little bit. This actually has a boost port that in a prior video, this is not the first time this has been seen on the channel. Some of the viewers might know. But this, in fact, will be the first time that it will be attempted to be fired up. We got Earl Moorhead, how you doing? Also part of the No Mini Gang. Guys, if you want to see some great sickening action on new Traxxas Nitros and how you could send them real good, go to Earl Moorhead's channel. If possible, could our awesome moderators drop a link to both Earl Moorhead here and Joey Ace RC. Those guys deserve it. We got right here Darren, how you doing? Nitro Swyatt, how you doing, man? Jose Velasquez goes, what's up, Nitro Gang? Well, man, we're out there making sure we know where the next quart of Nitro's coming from and being positive in the meantime. Anyway, let me take off the body because, guys, it's true. This might be a fire up today. Only RC Nitro. Sorry, man, I did not see you there in the comments. How you doing? Only RC Nitro's here, representing great deals from Southern California. He's been watching this channel for multiple years now, and he's a dedicated member of the Nitro Gang. Happy to know that you are here, man. All right, Earl Moorhead, tell us what you are planning on doing when the new minis from Traxxas come out. Me, personally, I'm planning on looking the other way, you know? I'm going to look the other way, across the street. That's about it. Flip the page. I don't know how many other metaphors I can really create. But honestly, I'm going to say this. The only real Mini you want from, well, let's say the electric world. Okay, well, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. That's your option, right? I'm not here to dictate. I ain't no dictator. But personally, the Traxxas Mini E-Revo VXL could fill the void in that mini brushless segment quite well. And of course, if you can get your hands on one of these mini low-C LSTs that are old, that will also satisfy the hunger, okay? Of course, you got to put a couple Nitro magazines next to it or else the hunger just cannot be satisfied. When you satisfy, you got to, well, you got to satisfy yourself well. We got max settings. How you doing, man? Let me read what you just said and I will commence, guys. So I'm going to take a little extra time to make sure I get to people's comments today. We got ourselves Nitro Pimp in the house. Guys, if you haven't seen, he recently picked up some of the most sickening brand new inbox Nitros ever. Today, just got home from work. I was taking a bus home, and a Nitro Pink notification goes out. And he was running a ridiculously awesome and collectible XTM X Factor. Now, that is arguably the closest Nitro crawlers ever got to being mainstream. Some will dispute it, some will deny it. Some people say there are no Nitro crawlers, but that is the closest and the best a Nitro crawler has ever gotten. Okay? Oh, we got Jose with a question. He goes, yo, do you remember Nagangaston, Fresh Pond, Queens? Queens. Bro, I grew up there. But what is Nagangast? I don't know. What is Nagangast? Am I saying it incorrectly? Because, you know, that's where I grew up. I used to go to the Fresh Pond Park to race RCs. That's actually where I had my very first runaway with a HPI RS43. Who knew? When you had about 3 people with the RS43 with AM radios, you had about a 50-50 chance of having the same crystal. Well, we found out real quick, bro. We found out real quick. Jose Velasquez, I did go to the hobby shop in Fresh Pond. It was like a hardware store right on the corner. And not far away, I think there was a Burger King. I think there was a Burger King and a train station. I used to ride my bike there. It was beyond sickening. I got to tell you, that hobby store, when you used to go in there and you couldn't start your Nitro, it was almost always a flooded engine. Flooded engine 100% of the time. Yeah, so I think we're talking about the same thing, man. I got my RS43 there. I think that's, I don't know what the store was called. You know, this is like common internet shopping day, so people used to go to the hobby store. But it sounds like we're speaking about the same hobby store, Jose Velasquez, and that is quite exciting. I might be going to that area maybe in a week or two. I want to show around, you know, Melissa, where the young NitroGang came from. Maybe we'll do a little road trip. We'll see how it goes. You know, traffic in that area, I'll be okay. Anyway, we're going to continue. Oh, there was like a big shopping plaza not far away. It was like a 2-story shopping plaza. You remember that? I think there was a Target. I don't remember what the stores were. This is like, you know, when I was like in middle school. So anyway, we're going to continue. Rory, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. Anyway, let me take the body off and we'll get down to business. So this is not the first time this buggy is appearing on the channel. This might be, in fact, the second time. The first time, the rear diff was real bad. This one, it's basically a survivor. It doesn't look like it's had much runtime. Rear shocks could use some rebuilding, so if I have time, I'll put some oil in the back. In the front, we do have pretty much normal shock oil. I usually do, you know, 2 shocks just to make sure they don't leak. And these do not seem to leak, so the shock oil seems to be staying in the reservoir quite effectively. So this particular engine, guys, this is going to be the star of the show. It's either going to be real good or it's going to be real bad. Blake, how you doing? Let me answer this question from Blake. He wants to know, what is a truck with a bug body in the back? Let me bring it closer to you, man. J Post, I'm happy to hear that, man. But J Post, you know, I don't want people to think I'm hating on electrics. It's not the case. The truth is, viewers of this channel have a preference. You're allowed to have a preference, and we prefer nitros. That's kind of how it is. Let me show you the electric in the background. People keep asking. Just a little quickie, guys. A little quickie, and then we're going to get back to the buggy, all right? I don't want to devote too much time to this, but this is still a pretty dope, relatively collectible model. These do not go for cheap on eBay either. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta do a little quickie check on eBay. Okay. I can't tell you what it is I'm going to be bidding on, but I'm bidding on something real important. Real important to the history of Nitro, in my opinion. So this is an old but really good condition low C mini monster Baja. Somebody remind me in 10 minutes to take a look at eBay. Dan and Mads RC, how you doing, man? J-Post, the thing is with Nitros, you know, I find if you're the kind of person that likes to tinker, that likes to repair things, that likes mechanical operation of items, you know, you're gonna like it. Like, this is a vintage electric. This is probably as cool as the mini ones really ever got. We have dual 370 motors, single speed transmission. So you have dual motors hooked up to single main spur gear. We have dual steering servos. This is essentially a mini clone of the LST or Aftershock, whatever you want to call it, right? But beyond that, it doesn't really, there's not much difference. The shocks are not original, so whatever. This thing doesn't go fast. I drove it. It's about like 18 miles an hour, which for brushed electronics is pretty normal back then. What's up there, Lotus RC? Happy to see you here, man. But yeah, the mini segment was pretty popular at one time, and it's coming back. But the modern minis are completely out of the league of something of this nature. They're beyond, well, they perform like regular 10 scale models, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's get back to the other one, the Mugen, because I gotta get stuff done over here. Satan Rage, man, how you doing? Happy to see you here. Satan Rage, be careful, you know, that rage, you want to channel it. You know, when you channel it, make sure you get a Nitro, preferably with a green head, and you become a channel member. Your rage is gonna disappear, bro. It's gonna disappear. Lotus RC, special thanks for being a NitroGang mid-tier member for 40 months. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I gotta say. Hot Wheels RC, happy to see you here, man. We got Amputee RC, Jimmy George. All right. So, this is a pretty rare Italian top Buggy engine. As you could tell, it says Buggy. Now, compression-wise, we're going to find out in a matter of couple minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes. I'm going to go outside, try to fire this SOB up. You know? Monty Crisco, happy Friday to you too. And if you didn't say happy Friday, that's okay. I know you meant it in your head. All right, we got, let me read some comments here, because I don't like to ignore my viewers. Nitro Pimp goes, I have the Mini LST, and I've owned it for 21 years. So you might remember, minis were all the rage. You know what I do kind of, I'm a little upset about and surprised? They never made a mini Emax. At that time, Traxxas wasn't really going in the mini game. They were making great RCs, but they left the mini segment open to other brands. I think the very first popular, and you guys could correct me here, the very first popular mini that Traxxas made was the E-Revo. Mini E-Revo. Sometimes referred to as the Merv. You guys remember the Merv? If you ever, you know, were in those early groups on different forums, it was referred to as the Merv. At first, I was like, what are they talking about? Who's Merv? I thought that was some guy's name. But no, it's a Mini E-Revo. That's what it stood for. All right. In my opinion, the Mini E-Revo is the epitome of what you want and what you need. You know, if you throw on some of those mini Traxxas Summit wheels, that thing will perform like a proper, well, I don't want to say a crawler, but, you know, it'll be a little taller. And also, it could run dual batteries in series to extend your runtime. No other RC of that nature has it. Big Boys Toys, thank you, bro, for being a member for 20 months. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, you know, eventually, I think I sold my Mini E-Revo. So I currently don't have one. But you know what? The Mini E-Revo is a fun car. But you got to upgrade a lot of the stuff to RPM. If you don't RPM it, that thing is going to destroy itself. Mainly the hubs and the suspension tie rods. The tie rods and the hubs. All right, let's get down to business. I'm going to spin this thing around. So, as you could tell, this is not the best example of them all. I've had to do a lot of real subjective repairs. Anybody want to tell me what the hell is going on over here? There's a lot of stuff going on. And don't forget, the Mini E-Revo was spun off into multiple platforms. The Traxxas 16th Rally. They had the Summit, which is more of the truck with the bigger wheels on a different body. But it's basically all the Mini E-Revo chassis. And, you know, the only thing is they weren't cheap. They were about $300. So for 16 scale, they were not cheap. But if I had to pick one small, 16 scale that actually is solid and fun and reliable and part support, you guys could dispute this if you want in the comments. Let me know what your opinion is. But I would go with the Mini E-Revo VXL. That's what I would go for. That thing is insane. All right. So unfortunately, I am missing the factory battery tie down. It's called like a battery holder. It's supposed to be one from here to like a post somewhere here. And normally you would have like a regular 5-cell battery. The original fuel tank was beyond destroyed. Beyond destroyed. So I have to run a regular RS4 tank. It's a little bit of a tragedy. I know, guys, but there's nothing I could do, right? My goal is to see if this will fire up today, how the engine is. That's basically the goal. It might need a lot more digging into, but we'll see. Right. Nitro Pimp goes, the Mini XRT is 10 times better. I haven't driven one or seen one, but I would not deny that it's better. I wonder what does the Mini XRT cost? Probably about the same, $300 or something. But yeah, the reason I really didn't kind of enjoy a lot of different segments of electric is because you need proprietary battery sizes. That's the problem. Like let's for instance say in the Mini E-Revo, right? In the Mini E-Revo, you can run a single 2S, you can run a single 3S, or you can run those same batteries in a series, which will extend your runtime. So it's a pretty innovative design because you understand the factory batteries on those, let's say you got the nickel metals, they were what, like 1600 milliamp capacity, milliamp hours. So you could double it and you're talking over 3000 in a Mini, right? I mean, it's a pretty innovative design. I don't remember really any other mainstream RTR at that time coming up with that kind of design. And if you want to correct me, go ahead. I like learning from people here, Anyway, if you want to get a new Nitro, I did put some links in the description to this video. That would help a brother out over here, okay? Because, I'm not propagandizing Armas. I'm not telling you to make Armas great, because they never will be. Unless you love them. That's okay. That's your option. Anyway. Oh, did I say it incorrect, NLB? I meant parallel, right? Not series. Yeah, NLB, thank you for that correction. You see that? I listen to my viewers. NLB is correct. I meant to say parallel connection, not series. Series will double voltage. Parallel will double your capacity runtime. Okay, that's good. I appreciate that, man. All right. I think we're going to have to go fire this up now. I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about. Big Boys Toys, man. We hope the best for you. Don't want to say too much about it, but we hope the best for you, bro. All right, by the way, I did mention this before. I don't know if anybody heard me or not. I will give you a little bit of a look over there. So this particular engine is pretty rare. It does have the optional boost port right there. Now, I did previously take it apart. So here we have a fuel line going to the boost port. Does it do anything? Honestly, I removed this before. It was completely sealed. I cannot imagine how it would do absolutely anything. But listen, if this engine brand designed it, maybe it does do something. Who knows? But I think we'll get a look at it because more than likely, I'm going to have to take this thing apart. More than likely. Anyway, guys, you ready to go try to fire it up or what? Let me know. Could I get a hell yeah fire in the whole gang, please? Oh, yeah, the rear shocks are real terrible. Right, RC Adventures and Hot Wheels with the hell yes. By the way, I'm out of fuel already. I'm going to have to order some... Oh, my God, you all didn't tell me to check my eBay. Guys, I would tell you what I'm bidding on right now, but it's kind of urgent. We're going to know in the next couple minutes. Okay? What do you think? You want to give me 3 minutes while we chill over here? We're going to find out sooner or later. I can't move the camera. I can't show you due to certain restrictions. But if we get it, first thing I'm going to do is ask Nitro Pimp if he has one. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to do. No, actually, the first thing I'm going to do is pay. Then I'll ask him. All right. Let me put some fuel in here. Basically ran out of fuel, but I should have some more downstairs. It's no big deal. Oh, yeah. That's the lowest fuel amount ever. Especially if you leak some of it out accidentally because you're looking somewhere crookedly. Sickening. All right, my goal is to just fire this up. Then I'll be able to tell if this thing needs a repinch. The reason, let me flip this over to me for a second, guys. Just so you don't think I'm a phantom of some kind. There's no phantom here. It's a nitro head, bros. Anyway, I got a couple minutes here left, so let me look at it and look at the stream for a second. I'm going to go fire it up. So, as you guys might be aware, I am collecting engines. Well, more like disassembling a few engines that I need to send for a repinch. This buggy, it's already been on this channel, but I don't like to do content that's like throwaway content. Everything I do is something that I would normally do for myself anyway in this hobby, right? My channel, most of the stuff I have, it's stuff that I would have either way. Jerry, how you doing? Dylan Seabird, how you doing, man? So, if I want to run this, we're going to find out today if it needs a repinch. That means I'm going to have to disassemble the piston and sleeve from this rare Italian engine. So why not do it together? You know what I'm saying? By the way, the swing is real garbage, I know. All right, we got an undisclosed amount of time left. Give me a second. Undisclosed amount of time. Dylan goes, who am I using for the repinch? So I've narrowed it down to EB Mods. EB Mods. Travis, how you doing, bro? Yeah, this buggy's pretty good. I mean, from 1996, it's pretty much state of the art for 1996. And really, buggies haven't changed much, you know, dimension-wise at least. Okay. I gotta take it easy right here. We're gonna have a bidding war. It's gonna be a bidding war. Hold on, what are you looking at? There's nothing funny over here. There's a guy with a bug on his shoulder. You don't see this every day? I see it every day, especially in the New York City subways. Man, there was about to be a fight in that train today. Let me tell you right now. Oh, NLB goes, is that a snowmobile? That's correct, bro. That's a snowmobile. I forgot to build it this year. I'm going to have to wait till next year. But yeah, that's a proper .21 and up powered Nitro snowmobile kit. It's brand new in box. I opened it before. I would open it again, but like I packed it away nicely. Okay. Shh. No. All right, let's continue, everybody. Okay, John, how you doing, man? Happy Friday to you. By the way, guys, tomorrow will be an extremely entertaining video. In fact, I am proud of it myself. It was going to be the topic of this stream, but I decided to postpone it. Yep, J Post, you're right, bro. All right, let's continue. I'm not going to disclose what happened. Did I look sad? Did I look upset? It doesn't matter. Because I got at least 5 nitros in this room. Maybe 10. Maybe 12. Okay. I think it's time to go fire this up. All right, so air filter, I understand, you know, right now I have no air filter element. It was destroyed, so like whatever. But yeah, tomorrow's video, guys, John, all of you in here, I'm highly proud of it. Highly proud of it. Typical RC enjoyer, how you doing, bro? Creative username. I guess you could call me the typical RC enjoyer too, you know? I guess you could, I guess all of us are. Let me see what you just said. Still asking about the Hobeo Dow's fifth cool in the range. I'm not sure what that means, bro. All right. Yep, Lotus RC, thank you for that. That is the NitroGang second channel, guys. If you want to sub, you can do it. I haven't really been promoting it because, you know, I'm not about fake promotion. I'm about getting it done. All right, so let me just check everything is okay. I'm going to check the electronics. It's basically ready for a fire up. You know, how good it'll go, that's going to be highly debatable. Based on how good it goes, I'll know what to do with the engine right now. Let me just check the electronic. Wow, that is a real quiet servo. Vintage servo. JR. Proper JR servos. All right. So electronics are a go. Let me see if I could prime it with this primer. And if not, I'll have to use a starter box. So we're going to have to go starter box this thing right now. Fuel line is this dark fuel line. Let's see what happens. Let me get in close there so you guys could observe it. Yeah, this is just a temporary test tank. I'm working on repairing the factory tank. This is just a temporary test tank, okay? John Hensley, man, how you doing? Happy to see you here, bro. Guys, today John Hensley was out there running a sickening Duratrax RTX 27. How do you find working on that car? A little annoying, huh? I mean, the RTX 27 is dope. I think it's like a Savage, but more stable and slower. All right, let me pump this. All right, I see some fuel. Okay, no, the primer sucks. I don't see any fuel, almost. I think this primer is busted. All right, my dudes, you ready to go outside? Yeah, I could do the blow, but honestly, I do want to check whether the starter box will, you know, if he'll be able to prime it. So that's kind of like my goal right now. Earlier, RC Nitro goes, I have a couple Duratrax Warhead Evos. I had a brand new one, Duratrax Warhead Evo. It was pretty dope. I mean, you know, were they better than the Savage? It's arguable. They weren't as fast, in my opinion, even though they had bigger engines for some of the period of the time. They just had, like, lower gearing. But, you know, the Duratraxes are pretty good unless you have to work on them, and then you got problems. Nitro Addiction, man, how you doing? We got Mark Mugen here in the stream as well with us. Awesome channel members. Guys, let me give you an update. I'm going to go try to fire this up. If it don't run too well, then I'm going to have to rebuild it, you know? Yeah, Nitro Pim goes, I have a Warhead with a bad tank. Exactly. Their tanks are like a catastrophe. It's basically like all the new Netflix series, you know, that are geared towards certain people. It's like the Netflix series, right? All right, I'm going to go. I got all the stuff I need downstairs. Let's see if we can make this Nitro a runner. If not, I'm going to disassemble it. Give me a second, guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to flip the camera in a moment or two, okay? By the way, I did some roofing work on the house this week. Replaced the attic fan, the ventilation exhaust fan. Who wants to guess how much all of that and some other stuff cost? A couple shingles as well, you know. Let me get over here. I'm going to try to prime it here on the table. $8.51 goes the Nitro Pimp. Divide that by about 1.4. So I got the garbage exhaust fan outside. If you guys don't believe me, I could literally go show it to you. But I don't know why you wouldn't believe me. There's literally no benefit in that kind of a lie. I don't lie just for fun. We're giving this the good stuff. Yeah, it's been real hot in New York lately, so, you know, definitely need that attic fan to exhaust. This is the good stuff right here. I keep this for the vintage stuff. All right, that's enough. We don't need that much. I'm going to put this back in a Nitro fridge, guys. That's where I keep it. Obviously, the fridge is disconnected. Oh, no, Nitro Pimp, yeah. I mean, listen, I got 2 fridges. One of them is, like, just not connected right now just because I don't need it. Thing is, it's real hard to throw, like, bulk items out in New York, so it's easier for me to just keep it. And if you guys don't believe me, I could literally go walk over to the fridge right now and show it to you. I mean, do we got some non-believers in here? Tarek, how you doing, man? We're about to fire up this old 1996 Mugen Super Athlete with a boost port, rare engine. All right, my dudes, you don't believe me, do you? This fridge is turned off, okay? You see that? Jerry, I'm going to show you right now, bro, which side you want to see, the left or the right side. There's multiple sides. Don't look at the left. That's a Nitro table. Left or right? All right, Lotus goes left. No problemo. Andreas, how you doing? You guys thought I was trolling you? No. Why would I troll my viewers, bro? Come on, I love you guys. You know, in the platonic way, of course. Oh yeah, this is that RS42 racer that I built a while back with the Traxxas 3.3. This is a sickening build, to be honest with you, right here. This is one of my favorite cars to run. RS4 Racer 2. This is not just a regular RS4, it's a Racer 2. Let me put it back. That's a GT1. It's a Texas RC special right there. What about the right side? Can I get a hell yeah for the right side? I think I have space on the ice box. Well, we gotta put a Nitro in there too. You gotta put a Nitro in there. Geomac, how you doing, man? Guys, you see that? That's what I'm talking about over here. That's what I'm talking about. I could probably fit a 4th 10 scale on the top shelf, but I don't want to break those body posts, bros. Don't want to break the body posts. The body posts matter. The hardest part about these cars is the damn body posts. Jerry, we are armor free right now. 0 armors. I would never put them in a fridge because that would be embarrassing. You know? That's that Thunder Tiger. The one on the right, I'm not ready to talk about yet. Excel Gang. Instead of eggs, we got RS43s in the cabinet, okay? Sickening. All right, my dudes. It's time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to maybe prime it here on the box. It's hard to, I'm not sure. By the way, for those of you who remember the Team Magic from last week's, it's had a lot of work done to it. So I had to rewire basically everything. The wiring was real bad. So the wires are zip tied. They're not in the way of any belts. It doesn't look the best, but they're definitely not in the way of any belts. And this side, that's what we got with the receiver. So this thing is ready for a road test. Wild man, what's up, man? Gotta tell you, you never get bored with Nitros. That's why Traxxas has to keep re-releasing tiny little electrics, because like they got nothing better to do, you know? Nothing better to do. Let me connect my starter box. Put some fuel in, okay. We got this, we got this, we got a tuning screwdriver, glow driver. I'm not sure if it has enough fuel, so... Oh, look at this. The pressure line wasn't connected. Well, that's an oversight. Pressure line was not connected. Sickening. Why wasn't the pressure line connected? All right, you know what? This gives me a good opportunity to put some fuel through it. So I'm going to try to just prime it like this for now. Well, I don't know if it's going to prime or not, if it's clogged, but we'll see. Why wasn't this connected? That's a mystery and a half. Oh yeah, we're using an SH pipe, and the pressure line is in not the right position. But that's the pipe. Oh crap, fuel line broke. I have to snip it. John Hensley, thank you, bro. I'm getting ready right here to go fire this up, man. Appreciate you. So I think there's something wrong with this. All right, no, it looks okay for now. All right, I just needed to like fire up one time or something, just to basically my goal is just to see if we got compression or not. Let me give you a top view. Thanks for that channel donation from John Hensley. Yeah, so this pipe was obviously a pipe meant for this side of the car. This is obviously not the correct pipe. That's what's going down right now. We got pipe wars. All right. I mean, as long as it stays there for now, I'll be fine. I don't need it to be perfect. Basically, my goal is just to see if it runs and compression-wise how it is. All right, we got about 75 viewers in the stream, guys. You know, it's summertime. There's going to be less and less eventually, but it's all good, man. You got to do what you got to do regardless. The important ones are here. That's what matters. You know what I was thinking? I have some empty cabinet space. I should probably put some nitros in the cabinets. Yeah, I probably should. All right, let's go outside. I don't know what's going to happen. Will it fire up or not? This is like, honestly, the first start, bros. This is the first start, so who knows? Let me bring some stuff, and then I'll come back and get some more stuff. Oh, a little breezy out here. It's a sweat fest here in New York now. All right, my dudes, I'm going to put you in charge of guarding my nitro, okay? Anybody show up, you're allowed to call whoever you want to get you know, get them punished. All right, my dudes, I'm back. You didn't see no ghosts in the back, did you? I hope not. Gotta tell you, bros, I don't believe in ghosts, so if you saw them, it's probably not true. It's probably something that can be explained with proper science. Let's face facts over here. Melissa told me she believes in ghosts, but that's okay. I'm not gonna judge you for beliefs without evidence, you know? Let me check which way is forward. So this spins this way, and forward on this car is going to be, let me just make sure which way it spins. It has to be this way. Spins right. Okay. So that means it has to be positioned this way. All right, my dudes, what do you think is going to happen? I don't know, guys. This is my first time. I'm going to tell you something. The compression is not very good on this already. I could tell. The question is, how bad is it? Is this engine in need of a repinch? That's going to be the question here. That's if it fires up. All right, I'm just checking the fuel lines. All right, the carb is like a little bit up on the throttle trim, so it should pull fuel. Fire in a hole, maybe. Maybe. You don't know. All right. JP, how you doing, man? JP, this buggy is not going to be in the speed challenge on your channel, bro. It's going to lose, okay? This engine is probably toast. Can't see where the damn flywheel is. All right, I think that should be enough. It's gonna take a little trial and error. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna start. I don't know. I'm not too confident in this one. I heard a pop. I heard a pop. Oh, it's stuck. I heard something. Booster, how you doing, bro? I'm over here battling a vintage Mugen, saluting the lights. Sick. It's not the correct. Oh man, I'm putting the work in right now. This is not fun. Idle keeps dropping though. What's up, Northeast? Idle keeps going down. Yeah. All right, so the news is in. I know you heard it run. The engine is toasty. Tarek, thank you, bro. I feel satisfied, but not fully satisfied. You know what I mean? It's like when you get a honey bun, and the honey bun isn't as big as you expected because of shrinkflation. All right, so the bad news is the idle kept going down. I think we got real low compression, everybody. I think it's going to need a repinch for sure. Let me flip this thing upside down. Well, the good news is I was able to fire it up, but the bad news is I'm telling you we got like no compression. I'm going to spin over. Oh yeah, that's not good. I am easily able to spin this over. Yeah, all aspects, you know all about those honey buns, bro. I love them. I love honey buns. I know all about them too. You know, there's the ones with like the white glaze. There's the ones with the clear glaze. There's the ones that are like, you know, $1.50 each. There's like luxury honey buns. Next thing we're going to see, you know how they have Dubai chocolate? We're going to see Dubai honey buns. I'm going to be putting the order in for the Dubai honey buns. Tara goes, are we repinching? It appears I have to. I mean, look at how easily I'm able to spin this over. That's not good. And the engine is actually pretty hot. So the good news is the carb seems to be flowing. Starting mechanism, obviously, you know, starter box is fine. We're going to have to go pull the sleeve on this right now. The other question is this worth repinching? So, you know, when I open it up, we'll make a little bit of a recommendation, I guess. But that's about it. It fired up, but I'm telling you, there's like negative compressioning. That's why I didn't even want to run it. That makes sense why my idle was kind of high to begin with. Because normally I would never start with an idle that's incorrect. Ever. All right, guys, what do you think? It fired up, but it's real bad. Well, my wheel nuts fell off too. Sick. You know, I wasn't going to do a stream today, but then I got to thinking, if my mission is to make Nitro great again, how can I possibly say no to working on this tonight? I can't. It's a lot of oil that came out. All right, guys, I think we're going to have to go break it down right now. There's pretty much no choice. Let's go back in. Notice I took the screwdriver. You'll find out why. But at least it ran and fired up. That's already something that is pretty exhilarating, I would say. Well, let's go back in. Soon those grapes are going to be coming out, bros. All right, we got about 83 viewers in the house. Let me go back upstairs, and we're going to have to pull this engine apart. I was worried about that. Lucas, bro, how you doing? Welcome back to channel membership. I appreciate you, man. Yo, Melissa, can I get some of that food you made, please? Boo? Can I get some of that food, please?
Okay, babe.
I appreciate you. Boo.
Well, I
Okay.
so.
You see that? Sickening. All right, let's go back. So, yeah, bad news is we got no compression. Let me get set up over here, guys. And, yeah, I'm going to have to start pulling this. Pretty much nothing else I can do. Melissa, when you come up, can you please bring my RC bag? I need my RC bag. Oh, Melissa, if it starts raining, I left stuff outside because I don't want to delay the viewers. Pizza Nitro, man, how you doing? Yeah, Jerry goes easy. New engine. You know, that would be ideal. But This, after all, is a period correct, rare Italian buggy engine. I mean, the cooling head does not look terrible. The plug works, the carb flows, the dust boot is not busted, and we have a sickening rare boost port. I don't know, it's arguable. What do you guys think is better? The overall buggy or the engine? Big Boy Stories, thank you, man. You've been a long-time channel member and viewer. I appreciate you 205%. You understand 205% is a lot of percent, bro. That's over 100. You know, when I was a kid and I used to come back home from school, if I didn't get 110 on a test, my grandparents would ask me why. And then would give me maybe 2 hours of extra homework. All right? That's what used to go down. Jerry goes, a new vintage engine. Probably going to run into the same problem. All right, let's first take this one apart. I'll check it out, you know, see how it is. All right, so the chassis is all right. I mean, this buggy does have real low runtime, but that's probably because the engine was toast for a long time. Let's face facts over here. It's not because it was fantastic. It's because it was great. All right, here we go. So we'll pull the engine. I'll take a look at it. The thing is, you know, yeah, you can get like a new LRP or whatever, but LRPs, in my opinion, kind of like for modern era RCs. For something like this, you need something from an Italian brand. Yeah, Jerry goes, it's probably runnable as is. I don't know, bro, because honestly, I had it idling there for a while, and no, well, I don't mean to say a while. Tarek, bro, thank you for that channel donation. Goes, we'll make repinching any Nitro engine to keep original and make it great again. I knew you were going to be on board with this plan. Yeah, the thing is, with something like this, I mean, you guys would be surprised. I understand this buggy is probably like hella ugly looking because it's missing a lot of components, but trust me, I will eventually track them down. Like, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So thank you for that, Tarek. It's gonna happen. I'm eventually going to find the battery cover. I'm eventually going to find whatever else it needs or the body. It might take me a year or two, but that's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's what keeps this hobby fun. There's stuff to do. Like in the beginning of this video, I was talking about, you know, we were discussing nitro versus electric, and I basically claimed, you know, if you like tinkering, this is fun. This ain't no big deal. James, how you doing, bro? He goes, no need for a new engine in a vintage nitro. That's also the opinion that many of the viewers here share. And you know, I mostly agree. Plus, there's really nothing wrong with this one. By the way, I a long time ago did a video. There was something unique about this diff. I think when you open it up, it is lockable. I don't remember now, but I think it's lockable. Boosted RC, thank you, bro. He goes, you have no choice. What's up, Melissa? Oh, thank you. My stomach is about to throw down right now. If you can put this down. No. Guys, what do you think my food is right now? I got Melissa bringing me food. I appreciate you, boo. I love you. I love you. You want to go to the park later? Maybe. You heard that? We going to the park, baby. We going to the park. I'm going to show you what she got. Hungry, guys. You know, I come home from work. I got to do this shit, but it's all fun, bro. Booster RC, once again, thank you, man. I appreciate that. These are spinach and cheese ravioli. Not too bad, you know. I mean, she made hers a while ago, so like this is microwave now. Like I wasn't hungry before, bro. But now I'm a little hungry. Yeah, Jerry goes spaghetti. Well, in this case, spaghetti of a different kind, right? This from Costco. They're pretty good. Sorry, guys, if I'm chewing loud. I know one of my viewers, No Music RC, specifically told me don't chew loud. And, hey, you're allowed to tell your YouTube creators what you want them to do. It's all good, bro. Oh, we got Wonder Bread in the house. John Hensley, thank you, man. Let me eat a couple more because I'm legit man hungry. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this engine. By the way, notice we got a mid-speed needle on this one. So this is a proper 3-needle carb. I mean, what matters is the good news. The engine did flow fuel. It didn't seem to have a vacuum leak. So the important parts seem to be functional. It's just that we have no pinch. And honestly, bro, the pinch is repairable. You guys know that already. So I already have a couple RCs that I'm collecting the pistons and sleeves from. There's already 2, right, that I pulled. Let me see where they are right now. Oh, yeah, they're right here. Let me show you, for those of you that might not want to believe me or whatever, I got evidence for you. Here are the other 2 that I have. I'm going to send off like 3 or 4 of them at one time. I mean, the mid-speed is basically in the middle. I don't know. Yeah, you know, JP, it's possible that because I have low compression, I have to compensate with the needles to keep it running. You know what I mean? So yeah, with no compression, you can't really tune anything. So you are correct. But let me show you the cars that I have so far that I'm working on, you know, getting. So that's the Force, what engine was that? The Force 26 or something? And that's the Sportworks Buggy that was donated to me by No Music RC a couple months ago. So once I already have everything in bags. Everything you see there is already ready to be sent. I just have to basically get like 2 more engines, and then it'll be worth my while in terms of shipping to send that all out. So that's my goal. You know, I don't want you guys to think I'm not actually doing it. I am doing it. It's just, you really have to send a couple. Let me get this one in there. Oh, I feel better. Blood sugar going up. Monty Kriska, man, how you doing? I don't know if I said hello to you there earlier, but how you doing? So, like I was saying before, these diffs have a real clever design. I don't remember when I was reading the manual, I think it said that they're lockable. There's an option in there, like a pin, that you could put in a certain position. It will lock your diff. I'm also missing this upper brace. There's supposed to be a brace that goes from here to here. This is pre-armor braces. Yep. Van Damme said, if you don't eat, you'll die. Van Damme had all the logic. I heard he was asking a lot of money for some movie, and basically they never called him back for anything else. I heard that was the downfall of Van Damme. We're almost there. Let me chew this one. Oh, sickening. John Hensley gifted a membership. And I see Lasso Kid got it. I'm glad Lasso got the membership. He's always been on this channel for quite some time. Leaves comments, enjoys the view. I mean, you know, the content. I mean, I guess you could enjoy the view too, but... Spinach and cheese, guys. Who said pasta can't be healthy? Kidding around. Obviously, there's 0 health benefits in this. All right. Next up, we're going to pull the pipe. The engine is basically almost out. Thank you guys for the awesome channel support today. I appreciate it. And you see, you all were worried about the air filter. I told you, the air filter is the least of this buggy's concern. It's low compression. And that's the main concern right here. But you know what? All of the hardware is pretty good. Got nothing real bad to say about most of it, really. All right, engine is out. Now with the engine out, we could actually give it a little bit of a look. Yeah, this engine is pretty dope. We got ourselves a proper boost port. Does it do anything? It's arguable. But it's really clean. And let's just spin it around. Yeah, even right now, you guys could see that. I'll just use... Do you want me to spin it with my pinky? Who here wants me to spin this with my pinky? Because that's the ultimate test. Booster RC goes, keep that engine. That's going to be my plan, bro. Because it fired up. I would like a larger flywheel, but whatever. This one works. Look, check this out. Do you see what I'm talking about? You should not be able to spin your engine over, especially a sickening top engine like this, with your freaking pinky. That is not impressive at all. Lucas, bro, thank you for being a member for 17 months. This is a proper engine. Even the exhaust looks good. Notice all the screws are flathead. These are Novorossi style screws. Problem is, they require a specialty screwdriver, but the THS one I have does work. All right, so let me start pulling everything else. Lucas Stallcup, thank you, man. So normally, if you guys notice, these engines normally have these little spring headers that go from this partition to the header, but obviously they got lost over time, so we're using just a regular header. That's why it looks real weird over here. That is a tight one. That is a tight one. Yeah, this header is not designed for this kind of spring. Let me make sure this comes off normally. I need my... Lucas Stallcup, thank you, man. Once again, I have the THS spring header tool. Should I ask Melissa to bring it? I don't know. I honestly don't know if she knows what it is. The THS spring header tool. I'm going to try this again. I mean, whatever. I don't want to disturb her. She's doing stuff. It's sickening. Sick. Can't take it out. Yeah, because this header is designed for not this. Booster RC, thank you, man. Once again, guys, I'm going to have to go get the THS spring header tool. Because this is going to be tough. I don't want to disturb Melissa. She's doing stuff right now. All right, y'all, I'm back. All right, so this is a THS. Well, hold on, this is a different one. I guess I must have two. This is not the THS, but whatever. It's a spring header tool, basically just a hook. Yeah, but this header is designed for a particularly unique spring, not this one. That's why I'm having such a hard time removing it. Thing is, you got to be careful. If this thing springs back, it could like cut your fingers. So when you do it, you got to do it pretty much far away from stuff. Okay, yeah. See, with this, it's cake. It just comes off, no problemo. As they say, you got to have the right tools for the job. Or the right springs. You can get these springs. These are like Novorossi style springs over here. Basically supposed to go from here to the header. RPM Nitro, man. How you doing? Happy Friday to you. All right, got that off. Oh, the pipe is leaking. Big Boys Toys, thank you. Hold on, sorry, bro. I was about to cough. Sounded like I was about to cry or something. Big Boys Toys, thank you, man. He goes, the T-Magic G4 is awesome. Hybrid, she'll easily hit 45. You know, I think that thing could do more than 45. But honestly, 45 plus for a touring car is still real impressive. But, you know, let's not forget, the TC3s with the 2-speed models, with the .15s, I think they got clocked at 48. Or was it 51 in a RC Car Action magazine? Whoever has that article will be able to tell us. All right, so I got this. We'll put this on the side. Now we're getting close to the engine. So it looks like, yeah, the zip tie is basically just holding the dust boot up. The carb looks normal. Engine looks normal. I don't see any leaks from the crank bearing. Let's check out the boost port in the back. It looks okay. Let's take a look through the exhaust port, and I'm going to disassemble it, obviously. Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of air going through. I mean, but I don't see any damage or nothing. All right. Yeah, JP goes, what's weird is the buggy, the pipe and the servos are reversed. Good observation. I was waiting for someone to point that out. And I think JPRC here is the VP of the Buggy race division. So you guys should also go to his channel. Make sure you watch him. He's a sickening guy. We'll give you great advice too. Yeah, modern buggies are completely different. Most modern buggies, the servos are on this side, and the pipe is obviously on this side. That's why even the pipe I had, it's the wrong position pipe. But whatever, you could put this thing, sting a different direction. Faces 98A, how you doing, man? Faces 98A. How many faces you got? 98? Sickening. Kidding around, bro. Bad joke, bad joke. Sorry, man. I'm excited when I get a viewer out here. Okay, so we're going to start pulling. I'm going to ask you guys a question. What do you want me to pull first, the back plate or the head? Go ahead, make your choice. By the way, as I said before, you need a specialty slotted screwdriver. I've determined that this THS tuning screwdriver that I use is a real effective. But generally, there are special Novarossi style screwdrivers that have the perfect tip. JPRC goes the back plate. And you got to listen to the VP, guys. You got to listen to the VP. Jerry, I'm sorry, but the VP has spoken. All right, so let me go do this. So notice it locks in pretty good over there. I'm going to try not to strip it. I think if the screw survived this long, it'll probably be fine. 1, 2, 3, turn. Oh, it wasn't that tight. It's coming out. Got to listen to the VP. If I was asking a question to Big Boys Toys about high RPM, I would listen to him. He's the VP of the high RPM division. Okay, let's get this bottom one. Yeah, okay, came out pretty okay. So the screws themselves are pretty good. At least the heads didn't break off. Yeah, faces. Normally, I know the first time I came across flathead style screws like this in an Italian engine, I was like, what the hell is that? Is that a fake screw? But no, people here could confirm that Italian engines, generally Novarossi, stuff like that, they all have these flat style screws. Good or bad? I don't know. That's debatable. But, you are supposed to use their screwdriver for it. So, yeah, I mean, maybe if, you don't, then you will strip it. But this particular THS screwdriver, I've worked on numerous Italian engines over the years, has never stripped a single screw ever. It has never happened. Okay, we're almost there. You guys could see okay? The VP of lighting, Melissa, is off right now. She's in a phone conversation. Okay, we got this next one. I mean, in terms of screws, if anybody here ever watched a documentary on the history of screws? Flathead screws were some of the very first designs in the history of, screw making. We're not talking about RC level. We're talking about just what's the most efficient way to develop a screw head to apply force equally and to have a cheap manufacturing cost. And obviously, a flathead screw is one of the cheapest throughout history. Okay, we're going to remove this. Let's hope. Oh, okay, it's not even stuck. Oh, yeah, here we go. We're going to get a look at the boost port. Faces asked me, have I ever blown an engine? I think the only engine I ever broke was like a used Traxxas engine. It's pretty infrequent, and like an OS 18 one time. But it's pretty infrequent. I don't treat my stuff poorly. Most of the viewers here, they're pretty knowledgeable. And, I'll never really promote running too lean. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is the boost port from this top engine. Oh, it's long. Let me wiggle it out. Oh, it's coming out. Yo, it's mad sealed. Yeah, so this is obviously an expansion chamber in this boost port. It's not really even, it's not open, like basically there's no opening there. Yeah, but the engine looks real serviceable. There's no rust. The connecting rod looks pretty normal to me. There's no obvious signs of anything wrong. The engine, the bearings, they feel real smooth as well. So I think, yeah, the repinch is going to be the way to go. I'm going to leave this right now like this. Actually, no, hold on. I'm going to disconnect the entire... There's no point in leaving it now at this point. I might as well disconnect it. Oh, man, that's on there real tight. Okay, here we go. That's the boost port. Yeah. You know, I don't need like 100% power. I need about 95% power and the rest safety. All right, now it's time to pull the head. But first, I gotta eat one of these raviolis, guys. Okay, excuse me there for a second. I gotta eat a ravioli. Sickening. Glad to see you all here tonight. I'm gonna give you... Hey, Melissa. Can you please go outside and get my starter box? I left it. I'm afraid it's gonna rain. There's a high-end lipo in there, boo. Guys, tell Melissa in the chat to please go get my starter box, because, like, I don't want to go outside again right now. I don't know. It feels like it's going to rain. If it does, I don't want to ruin that battery. All right, I'm going to give you a view from the top. So we have basically the same screws over here, bros. All right. I'm going to apply a lot of pressure, and hopefully it just turns out. I will say this THS screwdriver is optimal for this. So far, I've never really stripped anything with it. All right, I'm going to press down real hardcore, okay? 1, 2, 3, turn. Oh, damn, that's tough. I don't know if that's going to turn. My hand is kind of oily right now. All right, I'm going to try again, all right? I'm going to try again. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's stuck. Oh, man, my hand's real oily. I don't want to ruin it. Let me try another one. I'm going to have to degrease my hand, bros. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit, can't do that one either. I'm going to have to degrease my hand. Let me switch this over to me. Hold on, guys, so you know what I'm doing. My hand's oily. Can you bring one of those degreaser wipes? I'm gonna dry my hand, hold on. This is the correct screwdriver, Jerry. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Unscrew the top of the screwdriver. It's not gonna work. Just a little bit. I think we're gonna have a problem here. I'm gonna try this other one. The head of the screwdriver is turning. I need like some kind of good vice grip to grip the shaft. I think I'm stuck for a little bit. Let me think about what I gotta do. Terra goes, I am torquing it. No, I'm definitely turning it the right way. So the thing is, this screwdriver, it has a battery that you can replace. So usually it turns okay, but like in this case, I can't get it moving. All right, I got an idea. I'm gonna use the head of this. I think I got an idea. Give me a second. I got an idea. It's about to get wacky. It's about to get wacky. I'm thinking I just need this shaft I should be able to put this shaft into this driver, which has like obviously a better grip. You guys think that will work? All I got to do is switch shafts. Or should I use this shaft? I think it's going to work. Essentially, all of these should have the same shafts. Plus, I don't need this one anymore right now, so I should be able to use it. Let's see what happens. I just need this shaft. All right. All right, I got this out because basically I just need the shaft. It's all replaceable. All right, we got that. Let me just remove this one. I think this would work, honestly. This might be a genius, bro. Okay, got this one. Yeah, they're essentially all the same slotted shafts. Let's just make sure you don't forget to fix it. Oh, this one's too fat. Okay, this one's not gonna work. I gotta move on to a different one. This one's too thin. This one's too thin. This is not gonna work. Let me put this back. I'll move on to the next one. This one's too not the correct size. Okay, this one's not gonna work. So let's go to this driver with a 3mm. This one might work. I see your comment there, Pizza Nitro. There's nowhere that I could put anything through this because this set screw doesn't go all the way straight. You see what I mean? There's no way I could use it as a T-handle. Let me try this handle. This might be fatter. Damn it. All of them are thin. This is almost what I need. All of these are not the right size. How is that possible? I mean, it's possible. It appears I'm gonna have to go to Home Depot soon. And I don't mean right now. But let me see if I can come up with anything else. I guess I could use pliers, but I also need to. Now I don't have vice grips. You need to apply a lot of downward pressure at the same time, so that's not gonna work. So this dynamite one is also real thin. It's not gonna go in there. So there's no handle for this. That's a problem, brothers. That's a problem. I basically need this handle. The problem is this part unscrews. I'm telling you, this driver is perfect for this. I know you guys are like probably yelling at the screen right now, but I've done this before. This driver is perfect for this. It just right now, the screws are too tight. Let me think. JP, we'll talk about it, bro. Hold on a second. I've done this before. I need to tighten this up real hardcore, maybe thread lock it overnight. So the thing is, this THS driver, watch as I put it in. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit. As I turn it, you'll see what I mean. It's gonna go down. It's going to, basically this part is going to turn out. Yeah, you see right there? Now I could remove it and show you what's in there. So these are basically replaceable because there's batteries inside. I need just this part. Or to screw this onto something. These batteries don't do anything, by the way. Well, they're broken. Yeah, they're like puffed. You see that battery? It's puffed. Okay, Terra goes try heating it. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna grab it when I heat it, to be honest with you. That's the thing, and it's hella hot in here. Nitro Racing Power, what's up? Let me try to tighten this. I think we'll be able to do it. I need to get another plier set. So I have another. Let me see if this will work. Thing is, they make these regular bits too short. Like, there's no way this will stick in there. Yeah, you see what I mean? This don't go in there. That's not enough. It don't reach it. So that's not gonna work. Man, problem out of nothing. Let me look around for some more pliers. All right, I'm gonna get it done right now. We got the problem solver. I could basically just hold it here. All right, that's it, like that. I'm just gonna hold it here. I think it's gonna work. Not a bad idea from Jerry. He goes, just jam it into a tight socket. I don't have a socket that size. That's a very small socket. I don't think it's gonna work, bro. To be honest with you, good idea, but I don't have a socket that size. I'm gonna just grab this because this is the main turning part. Okay, bros. It's either gonna happen or not. But I gotta press down really hardcore. I don't know how I'm gonna manage to do that. I gotta get it locked. Melissa, could I get some help? I'm gonna have to enlist Melissa to press down on this driver. I don't know, she's on the phone right now. So this is kind of like I'm trying to do right now, but I need to press down or this engine is gonna move. All right, I'm just gonna do this. Hold on. Oh, got one. Nothing yet, got one. Nothing, boo. I got one. Okay. Yeah, the main thing is it don't strip. I got one. Oh, that was a lot of work for one. Let me get it back in there. Okay, got one. Minor 25% success. Check it out. Got one. You see what I mean, guys? This is very, very important. This particular driver fits in there basically perfect. You see what I mean? It's not that easy. Good luck getting a screwdriver like this. So we got one. That's a minor miracle. You all see what I'm doing over here? Whoa. That deserves a ravioli. All right, let's keep going. Hold on, is this one out? How's this one out already? Oh no, that's the top of this driver. Sickening, what's going on? All right, gonna do this one. I'm gonna press down. Got it. Got it, baby. Guys, I don't want to call myself a genius. I mean, you could if you want. But my plan seems to be working. Later, JP, man. You have a great night. Northeast Mods, how you doing? I don't know if I said hello to you before, but I'm out here doing some subjective repairs, you know? Got it out. Well, subjective or not, as long as they work. Okay, last, third one. Third one. So I'm applying a lot of down pressure and also turning it. Okay, got one. Third one. Guys, could I get a hell yeah? Right. Last one. Last one. Got it. Yep. Hybrid got it. Wonder Bread. Took all that. All right. It's engine head time. Not bad. 3 dots. Usually the 3 dots point towards the exhaust port. It's probably symmetrical in there though. All right, so first observation, this does not use a turbo plug. Let's pop this open. Why was there silicone in there? It looks like the gas, the seals are here. The washers are definitely there. I mean, it's clean. It just got no pinch. Yeah, as I move it up and down, there's literally like nothing. Oh man, look at all those ports in there. That's a lot of ports. Okay, head button. It looks normal. Only like a small amount of pitting. Not that bad. Let me check out. Yeah, so I'll clean this up later. It doesn't really matter now. It's going to get sent off anyway. Let's take a look at the ports. So I can count the port. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is the 6th port counted as is the exhaust counted as a port? I mean, it looks pretty good, right? Yeah, Max Bruckner, how you doing, bro? Jerry goes, where is the gasket? I mean, this... No, the gasket's definitely here. Yeah, the gasket's good. It's... Whoa, that is a thick gasket. That is a thickum. So this will get cleaned up, obviously. Regular glow plug, which is good. The gasket's definitely here, and it looks okay. Yeah, just... We got low compression. Anybody notice anything bad with this? You can let me know. But I don't notice anything bad. All right, so we got that out. I just like old oil in there or something. I mean, it looks normal, right? The engine itself. Got a little cross hatching down the top. It looks normal. Okay, yeah, Big Boys Toys goes to 5+1. So basically it's a 5 port. The rear is usually they say like +1 or whatever. Slide carb works normal. All right. I think it's time to pull the sleeve. Well, wish me luck on this one. I'll see first without heat how it is, and then we'll add a little heat. Where are my zip ties? Gotta look for zip ties, bros. Okay, guys, BRB, I gotta go look for zip ties, okay? You stay chilling, everybody. Anybody here watches Katya BRZ? She's an Instagram, TikTok person. She drives a Subaru BRZ. And she goes, what's up, guys? It's Katya here. Stay chilling. Look it up. Katya BRZ. Katya BRZ. Like the Subaru. Stay chilling. That's how she sounds. Like she has a real squeaky voice. Look her up. Look her up. You're going to love her. So did you all find Katya BRZ or what? Oh, Wonder Bread had sickening pizza. What kind, man? Hot Wheels? I love Friday Night Nitro. I love it a lot. So these aren't my normal zip ties. I usually use more sickening zip ties, but I'll have to use this for now. These are the Dollar Tree zip ties. They're not very good. You want those Harbor Freight zip ties. Those are some sickening ones. Give me a second, I'll explain what I'm doing. All right, so we need to push the sleeve out. I'm gonna heat it up some before I do that. Bought an oven mitt just for this, guys. Oven mitt, baby. Who's gonna say they bought an oven mitt to fix a Nitro? Me. For real, anybody here watch Katya BRZ? I watch a lot of interesting things on YouTube, you know? Let me let it chill a little bit. Let me go to this side. Oh, block is getting warm. The other day I was watching the Lost Expedition into the Arctic. The very first ships that went to explore the Arctic. And, well, basically everybody died. It wasn't good. All right, I got 3 zip ties here. I'm going to insert them into the exhaust port. So the reason I'm doing 3 is because it's giving me more surface area. It's not that hot. If it needs more heat, I'll add some more. I don't think this air filter is going to do much at this point. Let's get it in. Okay. So yeah, you see when you do 3 zip ties, you are adding a lot of extra surface area. These aren't the best zip ties, so keep in mind they kind of suck. Okay. Let me hold this and turn it. Yep, such fun stuff. They got killed real fast. Actually, they had a state-of-the-art chip for the time. But you know, going into the Antarctic, to the Arctic. Let's see. Ah, damn. Figures, it's stuck like always. Alright, so we need more heat, and then I'm going to get some pliers. Let's keep it like that for now. You guys ever watch a documentary on the very first submarine in the Arctic when they went under the sea? Now that thing was interesting. That thing was real interesting. All right, so I'm gonna hold this and we'll get this. And I'm basically just gonna turn. And then I'll check how it is. Okay, so far, killed the zip ties. It shredded basically 6 layers of zip ties. That's a tough engine. Damn. We got zip tie in the hole. I need to get those black zip ties from Harbor Freight. I don't know where they are right now. That's the thing. Broke basically 6 layers of zip ties in one. Let me think. You guys got any scientific questions for me? I like to talk about science and Nitro, you know? Let me think what I'm going to do. That didn't work. And the engine is toasty. I'm telling you right now, it's real toasty. Should I go look for the Harbor Freight zip ties? That was unexpected. All right, I found one over here, but it's just one. It might not go down too well. This is one good one, obviously. This one has made it through the test before. Yeah, what I'll do, I'm going to bend it real hardcore. It doesn't really matter. You just need a ton of surface area. All right, here you go. Oh, the MPTRC saw that one. Well, basically, they took a submarine that had absolutely no heating of any kind. All they had was clothing. Well, I think they did make it back. Yeah, they made it back. All right, so we're going to try this. So I'm essentially using a ton of zip ties right now. So I'm going to stick it in there. It's still honestly real hot. So here's the problem. These zip ties are too fat. These zip ties are too fat. I'm going to have to stick it in like this then. What's up, Velocity of Beast Man? Sickening username, of course. I have to stick it in like this. It's going to cut this too, I think. Normally, you just need to get the head in there, but in this case, it doesn't fit. Oh, we got it. I'm going to do some more. Hold on. I think we're going to get it. Okay. If this don't work, bros, we're going to have a problem. That's a lot of pressing power right there. All right, what do you think? Heat it up more or give it a go? I'm going to give it one more attempt. Yeah, booster goes a little more heat. I'm going to give it some more. All right. I'm going to tell you, it's mad smoky right now. It's extra hot. All right, I'm going to hold it, and then I'm going to turn it. All right, bros, go ahead. Let's see if it works. 1, 2, 3, spin. Well, I heard something. Okay, I heard nothing. Let's keep going. Heard the sign of nothing. All right, one more time. That's not going well. Let's keep going. I think we got it. Yeah, baby. We got a little bit. Sleeve popped out there from the top. Now the hard part is to continue it. The sleeve popped out, but it's not enough. We need more. But it did pop out. Whoa. There's another gasket. Got to protect this. All right, popped out. That's slight positive. Let me wait for it to cool down. Problem is now it's going to be basically ripping this, so I have to push it back and then try to, well, the goal is actually to push it while it's already doing this. The thing is, it's already so hot I can't even touch it. All right. I think I could still do a little more. What do you guys think? Push it more? I think it got more in there, right? Yeah, all right. Boosted RC goes get some 3-in-1 oil. I'm gonna do it right now, bro. Yeah, all right. Let me get the oil. I mean, we nudged it. All right, we're gonna heat it up again. Okay. Appreciate you guys being here. You know, I'm trying to get this working one way or another, but it's an old engine. It was probably never, the sleeve was obviously never removed from here, so it's giving us a hard time. I mean, it is clean though. Yep, only RC Nitros, bro. Trust me. It's not the baby oil. I don't want to have to testify. You know, I don't want to have to get called to testify on baby oil claims. All right, let's try it again. Man, that guy is a real piece of work. I mean, you know, honestly, what did people expect? You know, everybody knows that's what the guy was up to. All right, I'm gonna keep going. I just need to get like maybe another millimeter, then I can get something else in there. Oh, damn, it's hot. I touched it. That didn't work. Let me hold it this way. It's hard to handle this. It's so tight. Well, hot rather, I meant. Think we got more. Oh yeah, it's working, baby. Look at that. Great idea from there, Boosted RC. Look at that. We got a good amount out now. The sleeve it's better than before. I mean, it's still not easy, but it's better than before. That I will admit, way better than before. Let me wait for this to cool down. I can't really touch it. All right. And basically have to get these parts out now. That's the problem. So I'm going to have to push them out when it cools a little bit. Or use a snip and cut it off. That's the problem, is getting, you know, when you've done this, getting it out. All right. I think I'm going to need to, like, cut them. All right, I got it. I'm not harming the sleeve, guys. I'm being real gentle. There's no other way to get this out. I didn't scratch the sleeve or nothing. Don't worry about it. And once I get one out, it'll be okay. All right, it's coming out. I need to cut it. Oh, lost my snips. All right, I'm just gonna cut it like this. Then I'll be able to pull them out. This is some extra work. So if I push the sleeve back in, I won't be able to move it again, Northeast Mods. That's the problem. I have to get it out in this position. Obviously, you want to push the sleeve back in, but I won't be able to. Once I get one, I'll be able to get the rest. All right, it's coming. It's just that it's hot right now. I can't touch it. Let me let it cool down a little bit. It's too hot. All right. Got this one. Yeah, I might have to push it down a little bit, but how am I going to get the sleeve back up? That's the annoying part with something like this. I can't hold it yet. It's still too hot. Well, all one good zip tie is all it took, guys. If I push it down, I'm going to have to do the same thing. There's not going to be any way I'll be able to push it. Yeah, the sleeve shouldn't move back in. Well, what do you mean? If I push it down, then it'll move. How am I going to get it out after that? That's going to happen. Don't worry about it. It might take me a little time when it cools down though. Nope, this one's stuck. This one's halfway stuck. I have to push the sleeve back in. Okay, all right, I pushed it back. But now it's gonna be, well, now I could use a smaller zip tie. What the heck? All right, I pushed it out a little bit. Again. It's sickening. I mean, I pushed it in a little bit. This thing is more stuck than the Titanic. I have to push the sleeve back in and redo it. All right. That one's stuck real good. So it looks like there's a loop on that bottom one over there. So if I can get this one out, I'll be good. If I can just get one out. You see what happened is it got stuck around that loop over there. So it's basically holding it in. Yeah, it's a pain. Yeah, Big Boys Toys, I don't want to get a blade in there because, like, you know, there's a high probability of scratching the sleeve. I mean, I'll eventually have to see how it goes. The thing is, I can't grab right now. It's still way too hot. Let me think what I'm going to do. If I push hard enough, it'll cut it. That's, I think, is the only solution. What do you guys think? Should I just keep spinning this really hard so it cuts it? But that's going to be tough also, to be honest with you. What do you all think? Oh, Texas Hill, how you doing, bro? Sorry if I didn't see you there earlier. Come across an impasse, some would say. Under the head of the sleeve goes Big Boys Toys. There's really literally no room over here. Yeah, Northeast Mods goes, it will cut or move. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to just keep doing what I just did. All right, let's keep turning it. I have no choice at this point. See, this is probably still safer than getting a flat blade in there, I would say. All right, so we're back to where we were. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, turn, baby. Damn, that was tough. That's all I was able to get it out. These zip ties, the Harbor Freight ones, can't even kill them. I'm thinking if I heat this up, it'll melt. What do you guys think? Try to melt the plastic? I could just melt the plastic, because it really don't matter. What do you all think? Melt the plastic? If I heat it up enough, it'll melt. Okay, Boosted RC goes, let me read. The tie wrap is pretty quick. Try to rotate the crank the opposite way you've been turning. Give it a little bit of clearance. I don't know if anything's going to happen. Because the piston is still going to move the same way, right? All right, so now I'm going the other way. Let me try to pull it out again. I moved the sleeve the other way. The piston the other way. Let me see what happens with this one. If I could just get one out, I'll be good. No, this one's hella stuck. Hella stuck. hella stuck. Yeah, Jerry Gomez goes probably the connecting rod will yeah, will fail. What I need to do is get snips directly in there and cut that loop. That's the problem right there. If I can get a long enough snip to cut that, that'll be my problem solved. So if I push it all the way down, okay, I seated it back. I mean, at least it moves. Okay, now I can get it moving. Check this out. I might be able to get it. I might be able to get it. So far, I thought I got it. This one was moving. Man, this is... That loop over there is the problem. I need to move it a little bit. I have it basically seated straight. It should move out. It seems like it's moving. It's definitely not obstructing anything now. Okay, I could see it coming off over there. I'm gonna reach inside gently. Guys, gently, real gently. I'm not gonna score nothing. Yeah. Big Boys Toys, it's not easy. All right, I think I'm gonna get it now. I got that loop out. Oh, nope. I got that loop back. See, one of these, it got stuck. Melissa, can you bring me those snips, the blue snips? What? The blue snips. I'm gonna do it gently. Okay, I think I got it. I think I'm getting it. It's fine, I'm not touching the sleeve. Okay, whoa. That's a mess. Okay, boo. Well, now I don't need them anymore.
You told me.
Okay, no, it's good. I still need it, but not right now. Okay. I got it. Okay, now we could just do it normally with this one still in there. That's just the head now. That was a nightmare. Okay, it moved up. All right, I almost got it. Okay, no, that's it, we got it. Nah, there's no damage. The sleeve is good. I didn't do nothing bad on the top, it's still perfect. Right? That's still good. All right. Now let me continue heating it up, and I'm gonna move the rest of it out. I think it's good. Oh, that took a while. Okay. Now I need to push it up with something. All right, it's hot again. Some extra work tonight. Guys, I'm putting in the midnight oil, you could say. You get a flat driver. The head still looks, I mean, the sleeve looks perfect. I didn't do nothing to it. I'm gonna pry it up. And there we go. Sickening. Finally. Oh, Boosted RC is going to be working on the Jado tomorrow? Well, tell us what's going to happen. Big blocks? Small blocks? Getting sleeves out? That take forever? All right. Yeah, the sleeve is still perfect. That's this regular slot. Here we go. That's some nice machining on the sleeve, really. So let's count the ports. Maybe it was more. So this is the exhaust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was wrong. This is a proper 7-port, guys. 3, 1, 3 more. This is a 7-port, baby. That's impressive. Yep, that's impressive. Yep. Boosted RC goes, told you she's a keeper. I thought this was a 5-port. There's actually more. 7-port, gang. Some pretty proper work. Sleeve looks good. That's just part of that silicone dirtiness over there. That's nothing. All right, let me pull the piston. Okay. That was a quick way out right there with the piston, bro. That was a quickie. All right, so inside looks normal. That piston had places to go. All right, so the skirt looks normal. Wrist pin looks normal. The top looks normal. Only a small amount. Look at those rings. Grooves, rather, not rings, the grooves. Bushing looks okay. Got an oil port there. XS, it says. What does that stand for? Extra sexy? Yeah, Texas, bro. 3 rings on this SOB. Oh, feels smooth in there. But you see, we got no compression. Once they repinch this thing is going to be a sickening hardcore runner with a boost port. A boost port that goes nowhere. Well, my dudes, I think I've done what I needed to do. We got ourselves the sleeve out. I think it's time to call it a night. I'm going to bag this up and send it away to EB Mods. Man, look at that machining on that port. That's proper. This is a 1990s engine right here. It's going to be nice. All right, guys. I hope you all try to make Nitro great again yourself this weekend. Tomorrow will be an extra sickening video. One that I think people will enjoy. But also, that Nitro, I'm going to tell you right now, is going to surprise you. Whether it's good, whether it's bad. Guys, thank you all. You have a great, safe weekend. Stay cool. It's a heat wave in the northeast of America. And a danger wave around the world. James Emerald, Wonderbread, all of you guys, Boosted RC, Tarek, thank you guys for supporting the channel. John Hensley, Texas Hill Country. I'm going to go finish editing tomorrow's video. Because the NitroGang is busy at night. Ricky, thank you, bro. Let me see what Ricky right here said. Maybe next time use paracord for the sleeve removal. If I get some, I will attempt it, bro. I will attempt it. But so far, the zip ties have been the most effective because, well, usually they're much easier to get out in this. In this case, I had a weird crossing of it, you know what I mean? So, but not a bad idea. I will take your suggestion and try to see if it works or helps me at all. I'm sure you didn't just say that for fun. You probably tried it, and I'm sure you know what you're doing. Lucas Stolkup, everybody, my channel members, the sickening RC fans out there, you all have a good day tomorrow. I might go live at the RC track. I don't know. Because I got myself a sickening fat wheel bike. and I want to strap a Nitro to the back, and I might go down. You guys, Big Boys Toys, hope everything is good with your mom and your family. All of us, health matters. Trust me. Everything matters. Even when you go to the deli section, you ask for thin sliced honey turkey, and they give you average sliced honey turkey. Pisses you off, doesn't it? Honey turkey should be very thin sliced, but they just can't get it right. They can't get it right. Guys, have a good night. See you later. Thank you all. Adios. Off-road RC, good luck, bro, in the racing.